Hello, my friends. My name is Mariah. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, welcome. If you have, super extra warm welcome back to you. And I want to talk briefly. I'm going to try to be brief because I'm not often very brief about twin flames. Because as you have seen, I've been sharing my love relationship, love empress, love manifestation stuff again. This was content that I shared a long time ago, like 5 years ago. Did a little bit of coaching, helped some people, and then I was, to be honest, pretty young. It was only 5 years ago, but like those 5 years are very important for brain development. And yeah, I want to get back into it because my relationship is still super healthy and still really incredible. And I really do believe that what I have to share is now saturated with a lot more experience. And I want to speak about twin flames because it's garbage. And you might not like that if you're clicking on this video, but I would really like to explain why I believe that that's true. And essentially, okay, so if you've never heard of twin flames, let me just give you the rundown of at least my understanding is that there were souls that were put together and that somehow they got severed and, you know, whatever. And that the journey of life, of at least the current life, is bringing these two souls back together. But in the twin flame community, there is like a runner and a chaser, and then the runner is the one that doesn't want the relationship, but the chaser is chasing this person who does want the relationship, and then it's twin flames, and it's up and down because they're twin flames, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, toxic. It's toxic, people. It's not good. It is not what you want in a relationship. Sure, maybe you feel as if somebody might be your twin flame, as if that you guys were separated at birth, you know, male, female, male, male, female, female, who cares? But the idea of it being a romantic situation that you have to be with this person, although they keep running from you and you keep chasing and then it switches back. Now, you probably aren't supposed to romantically be with this person. You might feel a close resonance to them. Great, be friends. Be friends. And if it works out to be romantic in the future, great. But the idea of, you know, one person being the runner, another person being the chaser it's an unhealed pattern that you have if this is what you're after in a relationship that you need to work on. If you are feeling, whether you're the runner or the chaser, that you are part of a twin flame dynamic and this is all you can get and this is as good as it gets for you, that's just not true. You can be with somebody who treats you right, who doesn't run away from you, number one, and also doesn't feel like they have to chase you. The person that it's meant to be with you, which I do believe, you know, I do really believe that there's one person who you're meant to be with. Now, you know, does that change based on who you are? For sure. You know, maybe you have 3 major relationships in your romantic relationships in your whole life, and they were all a really important part of your journey. Or maybe you know that you're with this right person because you manifested them and called them in, which is my experience. And I was in one relationship. First was like my first ever relationship. And, you know, I just walked into it kind of blind and it ended up being not that great. And I left. And, you know, if I had thought that that was the person for me and life is over and now I'm the runner and he's the chaser, like that is so fucking toxic. Yes, I did run. Yes, I left his country of Greece and took his car and ran. But that doesn't mean that we were in some sort of fucked up twin flame dynamic where I was the runner and he was the chaser chasing me through these fucking cities trying to find me and hunt me down. No, that is toxic. That is not a man that wants you. He wants maybe the idea of you or the image of you. But that person doesn't actually want you. Okay? There is somebody out there that wants you for you and is not gonna make you play these stupid fucked up games. Okay? Because that's exactly what it is. I believe twin flame stuff is cope I was talking to Lady D about this. Shout out. I love her so much. She is great. If you ever need a session with her, her info is below. And we were just like, it's cope. It's hella cope. It's cope for the idea that you don't have the relationship that you want, or the person that you want to be in a relationship with doesn't want you. Okay. And this is something else that goes back to the idea of manifesting a specific person. And if I could make one idea disappear out of the law of attraction community, especially when it came to love, it would be that. It wouldn't even be the twin flames. It would be trying to manifest a specific person, because I'm like, good Lord, leave that person alone. Literally leave them alone. They don't want you. If they are not with you, they don't want you in that moment anyways. Could that change? Absolutely. But you are wasting your precious energy trying to manifest one specific person, when instead you could be going a lot more general with the same characteristics or features or whatever that this person has. Okay? That is the trick. That is the secret. Is not only is, whatever manifestation you're going to do, I like the soulmate list method or the soul partner method, is getting more general. So if you haven't seen the way that I do that, make sure you get my little free mini course below. Just goes to your inbox, super easy, it goes to your inbox over 3 days. And, essentially you're tapping in to the feeling of this person. So say you do want to manifest a specific person, like, okay, no shame in that, but I am kind of shaming people who are so obsessed with like one person. I'm like, there are many, many people out there. And I'm not even saying that that person couldn't be it. Okay. But you need to go more general. You need to go and put on your list, I am so satisfied and happy that my partner and I are so mutually attracted to each other. Okay. I'm so happy and so satisfied, and I feel so good that our sex life is amazing. I feel so incredible and just so, elated and full of joy that this person, my partner, my soulmate who's in my life, is so attracted to me and I'm so attracted to them. Okay? Because that not only puts the fucking pressure off of this person that you're essentially giving the evil eye to, you're sending them bad juju when you are trying to pull them in against their will. Okay? It takes that pressure off, and it opens the possibility to them even coming in, as well as somebody who maybe you're even more attracted to, or somebody who is this person's doppelganger but wants to be in a relationship with you, or somebody who you guys are just so attracted to each other and you never thought that this would be your type. Why don't you want to leave room for surprise? Leave a little room for some more magic to happen. Okay, so that's my spiel on specific person. I do have a whole video about that, I believe. But this also falls under the whole twin flame dynamic as well, is because you are thinking about this person, putting bad juju on them because you want them to be in your life, and they're not. So you're essentially giving them the evil eye. Sorry, but you are. And there are so many people who want to be in a relationship. And if you are only available for something toxic, then you are toxic. And you have to work on that. Okay? I don't like saying this either, but it has to be said, because no offense to anybody out there, but like a little bit of offense, with peace and love. With peace and love, as one of my close friends said, he's always with peace and love. With peace and love. Literally with peace and love. This is what I did to manifest the relationship that I'm still in, and we are thriving and we have an incredible relationship. And I didn't do this on purpose, but there are several people who came to me for Reiki energy healing who entered into that relationship that they want very shortly after, and they're still with them. All of them. It's been years. Okay? I can think of 3-4 examples. So, if you're getting triggered by watching this and hearing me say you need to let off of that person, good. You should be triggered, because you need to change up what you're doing. If you're only available for the toxic stuff, then that's exactly what you'll get. It's not what you deserve. You deserve much, much better, but you need to be the person that deserves better. You need to be that person that you're manifesting. Okay? So if you are trying to draw in this specific person because you believe that they're your twin flame or whatever, you need to take that pressure off. You need to take that pressure off and go into why you think you only deserve some sort of toxic situationship. Why you, in your subconscious, wherever it is, you're feeling like you can't handle an actual relationship with somebody that's with you all the time. The only thing that you're available for is somebody who's unavailable, which means that you're unavailable. Because if you want somebody who wants to be with you all the time, that is into, fitness, yoga, reading, meditation, or, painting, literally whatever it is, if you want somebody that's into these certain things, it doesn't have to be specific things. It could be, you want to be in a relationship with somebody that has their own hobbies and maybe leaves you alone and you like that alone time, then you have to do that too. And if you're waiting for somebody to come around in order for you to feel comfortable to do those things, you will never attract a person who lets you do those things, and you won't feel comfortable. I'm spitting with passion. You won't feel comfortable doing them on your own either. It's a matter of being in the same resonant frequency as the person you're trying to bring in, as the person you want to be in a relationship with. So if you're in the frequency of, I'm always the chaser, nobody wants to be around me, and I can't get my specific person to text me or to love me, so I'm going to do this oh, that was my cat. I'm going to do this witchcraft to bring them into my field. And you can see this, but you can see this with Justin and Hailey Bieber. I believe that Hailey manifested the fuck out of him and kind of hijacked his free will a bit, which is why he's not satisfied with her, but doesn't leave her. So if that's what you want, if you want to be in a toxic situation, then, power to you. But it won't actually fulfill you. You have to get to a state of wholeness within yourself, and the characteristics that you want the other person to have, they need to be reflected in you first. You have to, if you want somebody who, admires your looks as well as your soul and takes care of, even themselves too, is you have to do all those things first. You have to be appreciating who you are, appreciating your body, taking care of yourself so that you're on that resonant frequency. Resonant frequency just means being the same vibe so that you guys can be a match and actually meet up in a way that you can't even anticipate. I talked about this in my last videos when I talked about manifesting my fiance, is that it all happened behind my back, literally. I was not a part of him being brought into my field. It happened behind my back, and my friend was facing towards me and made it happen. But it was because I was in that vibration that I didn't have to do anything. I literally didn't have to do anything other than have fun and go out dancing with my girlfriend. And it was my fiance that was literally magnetized to where I was, And that's on the power of a woman, baby. A woman in her power, a woman with a strong aura. You can magnetize whatever you want. And I do believe, call yourself a feminine person if that's what you would rather, go with. If you are a feminine person and you're working on your magnetism, you can bring in the masculine. They are magnetized towards you. Masculines take the action. Feminines do the energetic frequency and the magnetizing. Okay? There is a lot to this. This is sacred work. When you are in a partnership with somebody that is exactly what you deserve and what you need and what you've always wanted, you create this container of harmony, of beautiful energy that expands, that heals you, that heals your partner, that heals other people that step into the field with you, that heals your family, your lineages. It is very sacred work, and it is very, very important, but not if you're going around chasing people that don't want to be with you. Your twin flame who's running away, or your specific person who is also running away, or maybe has a girlfriend and you're trying to pull them in, aka Haley. But she's Haley Bieber now, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think you want that relationship, because I cannot imagine what it's like behind closed doors. Anyways, that's all my own judgment. Take it as you will. But my experience is my experience. My credentials are my fabulous relationship. And it really is the golden nugget of my life. It's my favorite thing. And you can say that maybe it's just, my predisposition, my star signs. I'm Swati rising in sidereal. I have in both Western and Eastern, I have all this relationship stuff. So maybe it's just me, but I don't think it is, because I've helped other people do the same thing. So if this resonates with you, if you are looking to be in that relationship that you want, you're tired of chasing, you're tired of running, you're tired of trying to bring in this specific person that is just not into it, you deserve so much better. You deserve to know that you are beautiful and that there is somebody out there who knows that you're worthy. Okay? And it comes from knowing that first yourself. There's also, of course, many other things to do. There's lots of stuff to clear. There's lots of stuff that comes up that you have to clear first. And, and I think that that's the biggest reason why people don't move past that twin flame or manifesting a specific person kind of stage, is that they're not willing to do that work and to get through the reason why you want to be with somebody who's unavailable. Because there's a reason there. And that's what you have to clear in order to get with somebody who is available. That's the whole resonant frequency thing. So if this is speaking to you, I have my free course below. I also have my booking link below. We can book a free little 15-minute chat to see if we're a match to work together. And I do offer one-on-one coaching. I'm planning on having more stuff like that available. But for now, I do one-on-one coaching. I do also do readings, especially related just to love. That'll be on my Etsy page, which is also linked below. And for now, that's enough blah blah from me. I love you all so much. If a relationship is what you desire and the right relationship, you can have it.